Tonight,
Fudges that shape the season. The rides that we will always remember. What altitude! That bull just about stood up straight on his hind legs. And the wrecks we will never forget.
Oh, no! He's down. He is down. He has not moved.
Relive every incredible moment that made 2004. This is Total Bull, coming right into your living room on OLN. Next. Riding is defined in 8-second increments. Pretty simple scenario. You stay on, you win, you fall off, you lose. But every so often, those 8 seconds take on a life of their own. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Total Bull. I'm Brett Haber. 2004 was jam-packed with those special bull riding moments. We want to invite you to take a look back with us at the best of the best, and for you gluttons for punishment, the worst of the worst. It's Total Bull's look at the best rides and wrecks of 2004.
Here goes Dusty LeBeth on Hooch from Freddie Cordell to the left, and got hung up and beat in the head, and oh no, kicked again on the way by Dusty LeBeth. Watch it again, Dusty LeBeth, Lewisburg, Kansas. Gets thrown off away from his hand.
Yeah, he bucks. He gets on the inside of the spin. No, he takes a shot. I guess it was more to the head than
there.
Yeah, and then he gets it again. This is
once with the horn, once with the hoof.
This is a serious blow.
He just sort of got me down in the well. I overrode him a little bit, and as I was getting up on my feet, the bull hit me with his horn right in my chin and knocked me out. And I was out for a long time, and really didn't feel good for a long time.
He's an 11-year-old bull. Few bulls have bucked longer, better than Cash and Don Cash, a son of a world champion bull. Still cranking out 90+1 rides. Owen Washburn just 2 weeks ago had the worst string of buck-offs. He was in jeopardy of moving out of the top 45. He's going to win this event.
This is a bull that, he was around when I was around, which seems like, forever ago. This is just the perfect bull that every guy that has ever ridden bulls would love to get on this bull. He gives you a chance to be 90 points, and he does the same thing each and every time. Bucks hard, kicks over his head, around to the left, and just a super bull and a great bull ride.
A lot of bulls out there get ridden 6 times over the course of their career, and they're sorry and hard to ride and want to hurt you and this, that, and the other. And that bull wasn't that kind of bull. Everybody wanted him, but most guys couldn't ride him. You got to admire that about a bull that only got ridden 5 or 6 times.
Hot Rod Harry says, come on, Chris, let's get it on. Let's see who's the baddest. And Hot Rod Harry gets him down and then runs him over. Freeman, here it is, tough.
Well, he's just over before it starts. Just pulls him right down. He slaps him. He knows he's gone, but he comes off the inside, just right in front of the bull. There's nothing that Rob Smith, Joe Bumcar are doing. He just steps right on him right here.
Kind of fell off on the inside of him and just kind of fell right in his path. And when he went to leave out, I was in the road, and when he ran over the top of me, I guess he tripped or whatever and fell on top of me. And it was pretty painful and stressful. Broke my shoulder blade, and which probably was a good thing. I needed a little break, but 6 months was a little long.
If you thought that wreck was nasty, you ain't seen nothing yet.
When I first got in the trainer's room, I knew it was broke, and I was thinking, well, there goes an entire season down the drain,
Three rides down, 12 more to go. Total Bull, the rides and wrecks of 2004, is bucking down the line from Hooch to Cash to Hot Rod Harry. On with the countdown right now. Let's head out to Fort Worth, Texas.
This is Mike Lee. Straight out to the right. Fakes the right. What altitude! That bull just about stood up straight on his hind legs. Did he hang on? I think
Yes, he
so.
did. That bull rearing up a little more. First time the bull's been ridden.
Wow. That bull just about popped a wheelie.
Yes, he did. That's exactly right. Take a look at this rear. He's setting it up. He's trying to get a guy coming down, but he's not going to go for it. Look at this. Straight up. That's vertical. Front end, and he stayed away from his head. Stayed away from getting his block knocked off.
Mesquite, he's just kind of one of them bulls that just likes to scare you a little bit, you know, rearing up like that. It's just, a lot of people will get nervous and do the wrong move instead of just sitting there and being calm, letting him do the work. You know? I think there's a lot of patience involved in holding your position and waiting until he gets through with his little tantrum he throws, you know, like a little kid. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about Mesquite.
He knows what's at stake. Here comes Gaffney on the world champion little yellow jacket, who's been ridden 2 years in a row at the Las Vegas Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, the oldest man at the PBR, 34-year-old Michael Gaffney, has just ridden the world champion bull, little yellow jacket.
Tom Teague, Bernie Toppin, and Berger's three-time world champion, Gaffney. Gaffney does it. Unbelievable feat. He not only rides him, he rides him perfectly. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, no problem.
Let's go, man.
So this bull's a handful.
Oh,
But Luke's got to start.
hang on, Luke. Hang on. This can change your season. This can change everything. Luke Snyder has conquered a bull that is seldom ridden. Werewolf will not howl at the moon tonight. It will be Luke Snyder with a big ride. How about the big leaps? How about the big jumps here? Is this going to be a contender for the high score of the season?
Well, I know it's going to be the high score of this event so far, but just a big-time effort. Werewolf does him just a little bit of favor last jump, comes back under him, but that's an awesome bull ride. Big-time score, 94 points, highest marked ride of the season.
It is the highest score of the season, 94 high flying points. Werewolf and Luke Snyder have just taken over this event in Fresno. The crowd loving it.
Anytime I can score that high on the bull, it was wild. That ride, every time, you don't know what's going to happen the next jump. You know, he has a different pattern every time. He just does whatever it takes to get a cowboy down.
It's his third shot at the Mossy Oak this year. He won the first go-round in Albuquerque. He did it again in Colorado Springs for $5,000 on lefty. Around to the left. Cannot hang on. And he limps off.
And I don't like the way he's dragging that leg.
Oh, the curse of Grand Rapids on Justin McBride, putting no weight whatsoever on that right leg. Oh, no.
When he comes down on that knee, might be a knee, might be an ankle. Let's not speculate on that. It's just something gives right there.
Oh, did the bull step on him?
No,
Yes, he did.
Oh, it did. Good call, Brett. Bad landing on the ankle.
When I first got in the trainer's room, you know, I knew it was broke, and I was thinking, well, there goes an entire season down the drain. You know, I wasn't real happy at the time.
What happened to Just McBride breaking his leg just broke my heart, because I know the frustration he was feeling, and the sadness that got through him. And it's hard when a good friend of yours is suffering.
This bull right here, this is an honest, great bullshit spin to the left, and just really strong and hard. Ought to fit Adriano to a T.
Mossy Oak Mudslinger is the bull. #1 cowboy against the #1 bull, and the world #1 wins the battle. Adriano Moraes does it again.
He had him in Tampa for 89.5, but he's going to be much higher than that. And they better just give him the books and let him mark his own score here. This is going to be huge.
This is the last time I rode here at my Ricky, this is the bull I had in the short going. He bucked me off so hard. This bull's just really strong. You can see he has a little bit of a hop skip. It's just, what a great bull. You can see him fade out, trying to feel Adriano. Nothing he could do was going to throw Adriano off tonight.
That was awesome. He hopped and skipped, and I never seen him doing that. And he's turned back into my hand and spun pretty fast, moved forward, got back again, and I was 90 a bunch on him, and it wasn't that easy. I had to work hard, and that's why I was so pumped when I made the whistle, because that, no doubt about, one of my best rides.
We take you from one great Marias ride to another.
Oh my gracious! You talk about an incredible effort. Adriano has done it. He's ridden Crossfire Hurricane.
What Total Bowl continues on OLN. As we continue the countdown of our top 15 rides for Rex from 2004, time now to remember those who did not quite make the cut. E-ticket for Ejene.
Perfect shot of Rob Smith. Just
That was unbelievable. That was so quick.
McBride's got a seat, and he makes 8 seconds on Mossy Oak Mudslinger again. Pretty amazing. Now it gets even more amazing as we continue with the countdown and number 7.
A strong bull, heavy bull for this pen. I mean, he is ranked. If he rides this bull, he should win the go-around, but I don't know if he can get around the corner. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Stepped right in, right on his chest. He's down. He is down, and he has not moved. Oh. You know, I think we take for granted that everybody knows that these guys wear a protective vest, and a lot of you watching for the first time may not realize it's actually a flak jacket. Will spread the impact of that hoof coming down out. And but the blow here, look at his head. Thank God he was wearing a helmet.
You see the left hand wrapped in. That's the one where the tendon has been ripped away from the bone. Can Adriano ride? Around to the right. Now the reverse. He's going to do his hand. With the injured arm, Adriano steps up and makes the whistle.
Oh my gracious. You talk about an incredible effort. Adriano has done it. He's ridden Crossfire Hurricane. Oh, let's take a look at it. This is a big, strong, ripped up muscle bull that was really going to torque on that arm. Adriano just guts it out, gets it done. I didn't give him a chance. I got to admit, I did not give him a chance.
He's a great bull, and I got on him before, and I rode him for like 7.4 seconds, and that was much better ride than that one I made at finals. And I just did a little mistake, and I had a chance to correct that mistake at the finals, and it worked out pretty well. And he's one of my best rides here. I love it.
This Big Show faced this bull at Jacksonville season opener. Didn't work out for him.
No, it did not, and it kind of started Lee Aiken's year off on the wrong foot.
He got it back on the right foot with the win in Guthrie, but he got hurt, gets forward over that bull, and gets stepped on. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I had a bull called Big Show, and I'd been on him before. I wasn't real excited to have him because he's just not the kind of bull that fits me. I don't think he fits anybody. He's just what we call an eliminator. He's a big bull that hops and skips and rolls and doesn't really have much of a pattern. I remember nodding, and the first couple jumps, he was kind of had me sloshing back and forth. He was really jerking on me, and I guess the next thing I know from what I saw, the one time I did see the footage, is as I was coming down, he was coming up, he kind of clipped me, and I guess it was just enough to daze me because when I hit the ground, I didn't get up fast enough. And what happened is he come around and his back feet came down and stepped on. It looked to me like it stepped on my head or my neck, and that's what I was told happened. To be honest, I didn't have a scratch on my head or neck, either one, and I contribute that to the grace of God and a miracle.
If he rides this bull, he'll win the PBR finals in addition to the World Championship.
He's riding for the go-around. This is about a $70,000 ride. If he can stay on there, he can win the finals and the world title. And he's going to. Ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion.
Mike Lee puts an exclamation point on the week and an exclamation point on the world. Mike is the new PBR World Champion.
That's $1 million. That's $1,500,000 when it's all said and done, George.
When you're hot, you're hot. You're riding hot, you're drawing hot, you're just riding a huge wave of confidence and adrenaline that it seemed like it was almost appropriate or fitting that Mike Lee would have the bull that you want to have. And that's the one they all want to get on because he is rideable. But when you ride him, he's going to be so showy and so spectacular, he's going to be a ton of points.
3 remain in our total bull countdown of the top rides and wrecks of 2004. One for $65 grand, the horrendous wreck in Fort Worth, and a battle between world champions. All ahead when Total Bull continues. Back on Total Bull rides and wrecks of 2004, looking back at numbers 15 through 4. That deserves a wow, and the top 3 must be even more incredible. Let's get on with the countdown.
A world champion cowboy on a world champion bull, the 2-time defending champion, Little Yellow Jacket. What can you say about this bull that hasn't already been said? A filthy average of 93 points unwritten in 10 outs this year. Can Michael Gaffney do it?
Oh, he's got a seat.
To the right, into his hand. It's an off night for Little Yellow Jacket, and a huge night for Michael Gaffney.
Oh, man, Michael Gaffney has done it. Gaffney 3 times has had that bull. He had him last week in Colorado Springs and bucked him off. He's never ridden that bull. Nobody has ridden this bull this season. 9 times, make it 10 times out of 71 outs, and Gaffney is going to the record books.
It was long in coming, I'll tell you that. I'd had him the weekend before in Colorado Springs. I think that was probably maybe trip number 5. And then to have him again the very next weekend in Nampa, I was like, hey, what's going on here? This is we're just meant for each other, I guess. And I changed some things up. I talked to some of my friends on how to approach it. So the next weekend I was really at ease about having him. I was almost disgusted. I thought, you know what, this is my turn. He went out and he did do the hop and skip that I'd not made so many times before. He went into the right-hand spin, and from there it was just kind of smooth sailing. And that's what you live for. I mean, that's what you ride bulls for.
Road 65 grand gets back to the center, was almost on the dirt, and Anjane Comedius just won $65,000. That man was practically bucked off. Halfway to the dirt, you do a cartwheel, Anjane. What a save.
It's like he was welded on there.
How did he do that?
Well, this guy, you know, he is known for riding the unrideable bulls. How he got back to center. Look how far down he is right here. Completely off. And it's almost like it's not humanly possible. Sometimes he'll get a spur hung in that rope and may be able to make the recovery. But as you can see, his spur was cleared from the bull rope. He just got back to center with just a lot of determination. Nice effort.
Ross Johnson was the first man ever to try this bull on the Built Ford Tuck Series way back in Worcester. Bucked off, and he bucks off again and gets his spur hung up in the bull rope. He is tied up with his spur and getting drugged around the arena. This is a bad, bad situation. He's getting stepped on. Oh, no.
It's not coming out. Finally.
Oh, no. We saw that happen last week in Indianapolis as well. The bull takes a shot at the horse, and Ross Johnson is down. Words don't do justice to how much trouble he was just in.
Well, first of all, his spur, it's hooked in the tail of the bull rope, and then the bull rope gets over the bull's neck, and he's just getting trounced, just getting stomped time and time again. You can see the blows going not only on his body, but on his head. But I want people to understand, if they're new to this game, first of all, these are men that are made out of a different kind of metal. They can take this kind of abuse. As horrifying as this is, when we see this happen, we also see these guys time and time again get back up and fight again. It's not uncommon for them to ride tomorrow night even, and I hope that's the case, but right now it's a serious situation. Rob Smith, Greg Crabtree, Dennis Johnson in there doing everything they can.
He got the best of me. He just kicked out of there and turned right to the left and bucked me off, and unfortunately my spur hung in the tail of my rope, and it hung where it was actually pulling tighter on the bull. He just drugged me around. The bullfighters did the best they could to get me out of the situation that I was in, and unfortunately he just had to stomp me loose. Went to the hospital and just had a concussion and a few staples in my head, and thank the good Lord I was walking around a few hours later and back at the bull riding the next day.
Ross Johnson on Panda at Tufts bull riding was just almost a nightmare. And Ross hung and dragged and spun around. And how he showed up the next day, that isn't a Ross thing. That wasn't Greg or I or, you know, trying to get him loose. That's a God thing. That's all that is.
I've always, you know, wanted to be at the top of the PBR, but I surely didn't imagine being number one in the worst wreck.
I don't think we'll ever forget that wreck with Ross Johnson on Panda in Fort Worth. And you know, the most amazing part of it is the fact that Ross was back in the arena the very next day and back riding on the Built Ford Tough Series the very next week. If ever you needed proof that bull riders are the toughest athletes in the world, that day and that guy are living proof. We look forward, perhaps with a little bit of trepidation, to the great rides and wrecks of next year. For Total Bull, I'm Brett Hayden.